ever. Like, you guys have heard this, 24 hours in a day, right? Everybody thinks that like you can hold all that time until like a certain part of the day, like let me actually get stuff done or whatever. But the thing is, like, that money is going no matter what. Throughout the day, you're gonna use 24 hours in a day no matter what. So you might as well put on if you're gonna have that conversation, if you're gonna do whatever it is, you might as well just film it and record it, because you could use that as content.
It's
you know
like
what
putting
I mean?
the money to good use. If
Exactly.
If it's gonna run out, might as well use that money, put it to good use, then just fucking throw it away.
Exactly. I literally tell like some of my kids sometimes, I'm like, yo, look, like if you were given $2,000 a day or maybe more or whatever, and you couldn't save it for the next day, what would you do with it?
Yep.
You're going to spend it, right? You're not just going to waste it. You're not just going to do nothing with it and let it sit there. You're going to spend it. So same thing with your time. You know what I mean? Like, same exact thing with your time. It's like, you're kind of wasting it. Like, even if you're trying to move towards a goal, whether it's podcast, whether it's content or whatever, whether you guys are out having a conversation, that could literally be, I have that freedom also. I'm gonna remind you guys, like, have that freedom. If you guys are just kicking it with, like, you know, and, you know, a conversation breaks out or whatever, set up the phone, like, straight. That's content more, you know, and you can even be like, look, this just happened. Like, this wasn't like, we didn't plan this or whatever, but like, we had a dope conversation. We want you guys to hear about this, you know?
Well, how did you think about it? That's how this whole thing stemmed from. Because we would have so many of those conversations where, and then people argue like, oh, well, everyone wants to do a podcast nowadays.
Exactly.
Everyone has these quote unquote fucking visionary or whatever conversations.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's how this came about.
And the only difference between people that actually do podcasts or podcasters or whatever, and you guys or somebody that has never started a podcast, is that they've done it. Like, they've just done it multiple times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, gym rats and stuff. Like, even like basketball players, at one point they weren't a basketball player. They were just somebody playing basketball. You know what I mean? And so, like, that habit builds an identity, and then you actually like own the identity, and you're like, no, this is who I am now, you know? So it's the same thing, bro. Same thing. Like, so the more you guys are, whether it's being in front of a camera or recording yourself, it's just reps, you know? Like, so don't let that time, like, just capture that time. You know what I mean? That's what I'm learning too. I've learned that from being around people that are really good at capturing content, like, and they blow up on Instagram, and they learn like, yo, phone video goes more viral than camera video.
Right now that you're saying that, you know what that reminds me of? You know, when not me, but just in general, when someone's like recording everything too much, and people get mad at that.
Bro, my dad's like that. Maybe that's not such a good thing to be mad at no more. It's not, bro. My dad used to always take pictures. He still does. My dad takes hella pictures, records all the time, and we're like, bro, why? Or like, he'll tell us like, yo, when you go meet Rey Mysterio, you should record that whole thing. Which, like, looking back now, imagine if we had the video of us, you know what I mean? Like, so there those moments,
at least, you know what I mean?
Those moments, or like even early stages of me and John recording music.
Dude,
like, imagine if we would have just set up like a GoPro, like you know, like, oh, fuck. At that point he had no followers. You know, he had like, I think when I met him, he had 1,400 followers or something. Okay. And now he's like at close to 50, maybe. Like, and so, which still, there's a big gap of growth there. You know, we can go into growth and stuff like that, but like, those moments you can't get back. And that's another, as I'm thinking, like, that's another thing, is like, that time you really can't get back. Not like the use of that time, but that moment in time,
like capturing it.
You can't get that back.
You're not gonna see it again.
You can't go back, like, and
experience it again.
Literally, that's two things. That's so crazy. I never thought about time like that. Like, that moment of time, you can't get back that time that you used or didn't use.
The only thing that's it.
But if you recorded it, there's only the memory. But it's also, if you recorded it,
it's there, baby.
You have it, like, forever. And think about about how many more moments, like, you know, we see like Drake early stages recording in the studio, like The Weeknd early stages.
Everyone loves those moments, bro.
J. Cole early stage, even
those
like
documentaries.
Exactly.
Come out, crazy.
So it's like, it only plays more into the narrative of like, dang, remember that time, or like, that time you just can't go back to that time. So yeah, they're even recording and all that stuff. Like, I mean, there's a reason why Drake gets followed with the camera. You know what I mean? Like, even the Kanye documentary, that's crazy. You know, so
damn, from 2005, 4, he was already documenting him.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I think that's a gem right there. Just in general, it's to like think about, like, dang,
Theo Scudra,
for real.
That's Drake's photographer / videographer.
Yeah,
he's fucking dope. He's beast.
He's
bro.
amazing. They shoot everything on film. It's amazing.
Yeah, and black and white.
Damn, when Drake's documentary comes out,
oh my gosh, it's gonna be insane.